Hello and welcome everyone, Anha here, and I hope you enjoyed those clips at the start of this video. A hint of what's to come. 20 CARNOSAURS, including Kroq-Gar, versus 40,000 Skaven. In fact, 40,001 because they have a general, a warlord. So that's what I'm going to show you today. Creative Assembly have very kindly given me preview access to the upcoming laboratory update for Total War Warhammer 2. It's a free update for all owners of Warhammer 2, and it's been created in partnership with Intel, and this is essentially Total War's version of Massive Battle Simulator. It allows you to crank all the dials up and create some absolutely massive battles. If you want to see kind of a general overview of what to expect from this update, I'm going to include the trailer for the laboratory update at the end of this video. I'll whack a timestamp to it down in the description. Also in the description and comment section, pinned at the top, you will find my PC specification, so you can have an idea of sort of the hardware required to make this sort of battle you're about to see possible. Now there may still be some lag, some stuttering, but I've sort of tweaked the settings, run this battle a couple of times, and it seems to run, this seems to be as far as I can push the settings right now to get an absolutely massive battle. 20 CARNOSAURS, including Kroq-Gar, versus 40,001 Skaven, and they're all clan rats for now. But what I should say more importantly, feel free to let me know down in the comment section other experiments, other builds and clashes and scenarios you'd like to see, not just in this preview period, but I'll be covering the laboratory well after its release on the 14th of December as well. So if you want to see, you know, I don't know, Kroq-Gar versus 40,000 undead, in fact I may well do that tomorrow as a belated Halloween special, because before I couldn't really even attempt to do that because I found that over 10,000 zombies cause my game to stutter. With this laboratory update and battle mode, I should be able to at least get about 40,000 of them on screen versus a Kroq-Gar. So that might be a belated Halloween sort of special out tomorrow, in fact. But yeah, if you've got other scenarios, other battles, matchups you'd like to see within this mode, then let me know down in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to create some videos and some scenarios on that. Also, feel free to let me know if you want me to, how you want me to tweak the dials for the lab settings, because that's what you get to play with in the laboratory game mode. Obviously, I've whacked unit size up to 10 times, so we've got 25 units of clan rats with shields. Now, I believe at 10 times unit size, that takes them up to 1,600 units or individual models per unit as such. We've also got the entity scale at 250%, so the CARNOSAURS are going to be bigger, as is Kroq-Gar, as is that warlord. Now I've got gravity at 10%, and you may have already guessed what that does from the clips at the start of this video, but just Skaven flying through the air, and that's what I wanted to achieve with this one. But yeah, there's loads of dials, impact force, leadership I've cranked up, because obviously I don't want these guys routing that easily. And yeah, I'll probably do another battle, but more focused on how magic works within this mode. I actually have a feeling that magic needs to be pushed higher. There needs to be even, I don't know if damage includes magic damage, but I think there needs to be more damage from that, or increased, that's increased size of explosions, of Vortex Spells, explosion modifier there, but I think there actually needs to be a magic damage increase. Because there was the issue in Warhammer 1 where magic on anything larger than large unit scale wouldn't do that much damage, and I think the same is true here, but we'll try that out in another video. Anyway, we're playing on the Iron Sand Desert map just because, so without further ado, let's jump on in and try things out. I should say this will work if you have an Intel or AMD processor. I will probably do a video with an AMD system in the next few days as well to see how it copes on that. But yeah, basically the main thing that's been tweaked here is a lot more multi-core optimizations, so to take use of a lot more processors these days that have multiple cores, and Intel's latest lineup have sort of 6 cores, 12 threads at their higher end. My processor has 6 cores and 12 threads as well, although it's a slightly older processor. It's an i7-5930K, so I believe that's like 2 or 3 years old. But we'll see how it copes. Right now my FPS is very, very happy at 75. But let's hit start battle. And you'll see at the top here, 20 allied troop count versus 40,001. And it's probably going to get a little bit laggy. There might be some stuttering, but this is something that I didn't think would be possible. Normally, this would just be crippling for my system. But here we go. All the units are loaded in. There may be some interesting pathfinding for that because, again, the AI probably doesn't know how to handle this many units per one. So you can see that Warlord is a lot bigger than normal because of the increased entity scale and size. Now, I didn't increase blood over 100% because that really will tank your FPS. And obviously unit scale is going to be the biggest thing hitting us right now. But yeah, we've got the group attack lock enabled, so let's just see what we can do here. If it does start getting laggy, we'll just drop it onto slow-mo for a bit until some units have been killed. But it may also be affected by the fact that I'm recording this as well, because that has a slight impact on my system. But with this mode, you guys should be able to create some pretty crazy, massive battle simulations on the Total War Warhammer 2 engine. So as I said, yeah, do let me know if you have any builds, scenarios you'd like to see down in the comment section. So here they come. Let's take off the UI and just watch the initial crush. And happy Carnosaurs jumping on in. Croc just moseying through. And yeah, you can already see why I went for 10% gravity, because it sends the Skaven flying. But yeah, let's just get a wide shot of this battle here. Skaven pinging off to all corners. Some are actually trying. I think they're moving around to the sides here. In they go, the clan rats. So they obviously have a lot higher health count because there's a lot more models in each one. And the health has actually been massively increased for Croc as well, because the sort of unit scaling to health ratio gets buffed up there as well. Already, they have slaughtered 2,500 of the Skaven, and it's just tearing them down, because damage is at, I think it's 300%. That we crank things up. It doesn't show on the stats of the units, but just the damage being done to these guys is ridiculous. Let's just take that away. And you can see the Skaven just flying through the air. Oh, there's the Warlord. There he is. He's been knocked way up into the air. Let's have a little zoom in on him. There he is. Kind of at this you want to do... oh, little pause. Oh, where is he? I've lost him. Lost the Warlord, but just freeze frame on this guy. We'll go on this guy here. Steve was having a bad day. Well, you're probably wondering how Steve got to this place. Well, let me tell you a story. There's going to be a lot of those. Let's hit play again. I find that... well, there he is. There's the Warlord. He went flying over here. I kind of wish there was more... there was, like, falling damage, because that would just slaughter all of them, surely, when they fall down. He's keen, though. He's getting back up again. They've lost 10,000 nearly already. These Carnosaurs are hungry for Skaven meat. Grab this one and send him over there. I'm sure someone's going to do a montage to let the bodies hit the floor. But yeah. So the AI with this sort of mode, it's probably not going to do much more besides just kind of either sitting there and taking the hits you give it, or oh, the tail whip there, or just allowing for a big old clash in the middle. But it should provide quite a few hours of entertainment, and it'll be interesting to see what combinations, what builds we can come up with to generate the most interesting results from this mode. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing loads more of that very soon. Let's take a look at all these guys around this Carnosaur here. In he goes. They are out of there. Just that one on his own. Off he goes. You can also switch the entity scale the other way. You can go down to 50%. So something that the Creative Assembly developers were showing me at a preview event for this that I went to last week was a teeny tiny Malekith, because you can shrink down the scale of sort of single entity units, which is rather amusing and rather funny and rather satisfying. And also, if you manage to sort of then charge into him and send him flying, he goes flying a long way. In fact, we can see how far we're sending some of these guys, because they're flying up into the air. They're hitting the invisible wall at the edges of the map and then come crashing down. And there is just a splat. Oh, there we go. They're all actually landing there. Skaven pipeline of death. Oh dear. Yeah, and they're all just dying as they fall slowly, which is the same thing that's happening all along here. So yeah, Skaven beatdown. Maybe I should do a video with some Skaven where they get revenge for this crushing defeat and take on some lizardmen. I would actually like to try sort of, say, I don't know, 20,000 versus 20,000 units smushing together. That should yield some interesting results as well. But yeah, had to do the big old dino smash. Had to be done. For this first video. And as I said, I'll probably do a Krotgar versus lots of zombies as a belated Halloween special. But if you've got some suggestions of how I can spice that up even more in this mode, then feel free to leave a suggestion in the comment section. I want to see actually which one of these guys gets the most kills. How many kills are you on? 60. Well, you have not been pulling your weight. In fact, are they even calculating? Are they actually even able to calculate kills properly for the number of units that are lost? Because are a lot of them actually taking falling damage? I didn't think they did take falling damage, but clearly they do, because vast numbers of them are dying. Maybe it's just the single entity units don't take falling damage, but these guys definitely are. Because it's then essentially the fall that's killing them, which is getting the kill rather than the Carnosaur. Or is it that when they hit the edge of the map up here, that instantly kills them? Something other than the Carnosaurs is killing them. It may just be the fact that they're flying up so high and then falling and dying. That looked like that one just, yeah. Yeah, he dead. Some of them are getting back up, but not many of them. But they are down to 13,000. But actually, yeah, I'm really impressed with how well this is run. My FPS has jumped up now. It's quite happy. It's nearly 50. Oh, just sending them all flying. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this runs on other systems. I might actually try installing this on a laptop to see what the capabilities are there, if it's sort of possible to push it further than the laptop could do before. But yeah, right now my Carnosaurs in the middle are without Skaven to munch on. So let's just grab them there and throw them that way. So close, down to the final 10,000. Are there warlords still over there? I'm going to Hand of God you. In fact, I'd like to get Krotgar in there and use his swiftness of Itzel, because that'll do an explosion. Oh, he couldn't line up for the shot. Come on, Krotgar. This way. Come on. Oh, the warlord is coming. Right, let's blast him. Nice. Very little damage because he's got so much health now. And there's the jump. Right, let's try and bring Krotgar. Just tell you guys not to go through that. You after that one. These guys are actually starting to break now. This one's gone feral. Ah, it's out of control. Oh no, they've broken. They gave up before Krotgar could get there. I was going to pop his explosion. Quickly, Crocgar, get this way. Get this way. Because I want to try and send some of them flying with this explosion. Ah, a very weak explosion there. More tweaking required. But there they go. They've all broken. Let's end the battle there. A decisive victory. See the stats. So they lost 3,000. They lost 33,874. And as you can see, these guys are only getting sort of maybe 100. That one got 534, 446. But that's not enough to account for the 33,000 that they lost. So it must be lots of falling damage to them there as well. But yeah, that's sort of a first look at the laboratory mode there, guys. As I said, I will drop the trailer for it at the end of this video. But yeah, let me know some other scenarios, some experiments that I can try out in the laboratory mode that you'd like to see, and I'll make some crazy simulation battles with them. Feel free to include which map on as well. You can currently only do it on land battles, but it'll be interesting to see if modders can come in and maybe put in siege maps, because imagine, say, 30,000 Skaven attacking a 5,000 or maybe 10,000 high elf force. Be interesting to see how many archers you'd need to sort of hold that back. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, thanks to Creative Assembly for providing me early access. I should also say a big thanks to Creative Assembly, Intel, and Logitech. They actually sent me a bit of a care package, a laboratory kit. I'll put a picture of it up on screen now, which includes a keyboard, mouse, headset in this really cool custom Warhammer 2 laboratory box. So big thanks to those guys as well. Anyway, enjoy the trailer and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Take pride and join the Legion. Check out my affiliates and sponsors: Games Planet, Overclockers UK, QT, and MSI. Till the next one, ciao for now.
Skaven have been busy using much warp stone. What's this? New laboratory mode in Total War Warhammer 2. More units. Yes. More Skaven. More kill death. Yes. Ah, Vermintide comes. This is true Skaven army. Lizard things so tough and scaly. Crack 'em like eggs. Die. Tweak, twist, some more. Low gravity, yes. Floaty elf things. Time for pointy ears to suffer her. See them fly! See them fly! How many doom wheels? Not enough doom wheels! Never enough doom wheels! No mercy! Hell Pit Beast is best! Yes! Make it bigger! Massive bigger! Squish them all! Many warp lightning cannons! Kill zap! Mess with these things? Yes! Mess with all the things! Clan Scryer has powerful warp tech. Makes things bigger, faster, killier. Yes. More. Flick all switches, pull all levers, make it break bust. Yes.